That's how it be. Alright, going live on Insta now. So, alright, so we are live. Welcome everybody that is here. Of course, I'm one joke. I'm just going to my lovely wife, Natasha. Caught her in the middle of enjoying her smoothie. Okay. But so quick update. So we talked briefly. We're gonna be doing a little what if thing Wednesday, if you would, talking about that episode. I'm just gonna hold this. So my proof shit, sweet. All right. Anyway, so so we'll get through our talk and shop really quick about what we got going on. Then we'll jump into the what if Wednesday about the episode that dropped. But pre-orders are still live right now. We still have some available variant copies of Tales from Midnight. So, well, here we go. My wife has one of them up right now. Here we go. So I'm holding, Psychos that she's holding up, and I'm holding Opie's up right now. Still a couple more available. There's only ever going to be 50 of those. So be sure and pick up your copy ASAP. You can visit midnightcomics.org and pre-order now. I want to thank everybody that. Go ahead.
The names. So if you want Cycle's variant cover, it's called Variant Cycle.
Oh, yeah.
And then Opie's variant cover is called Fantastic Tour Variant Opie. So that's how you know the difference. And the picture's there.
And I'm going to go to the shop really quick to show you guys. There we go. So here it is. It's all separated. So you got the Psycho variant, which he did the X-Men homage, and Opie did a Fantastic Four homage. So, but their names are under it, so be sure to pre-order whichever one that you want. Of course, on top of that, of course, if you don't want to wait for something to come out, we do also have, or while you're waiting for your pre-order to get to you, we also have our manga, The Unbeloved. This is chapter 1, and then we also have chapter 0. Okay, so those are already out. But
it's probably
that's currently out, and we already have another issue completed, another one in production with that. So definitely check out The Unbeloved. You can check out the previews to all of these again on our website, midnightcomics.org. I'll go to it again on here so you can see. We have a preview section. Boom. So there you go. Chapter 0 preview, Chapter 1 preview, Chapter 2 preview that comes. And then, of course, you can get a preview of Tales from Midnight to hold you over. Kev Okage, how you feeling, bro? What's going on, Kev? Definitely, check those previews out. If you like it, definitely buy them. We would love that. And definitely pick up your copies of Tales from Midnight again. But we're going to jump right into talking about that episode now. So if you guys haven't seen the What If episode, and then
last one.
This the season finale. This is the part you act. If you don't care, stay. But if you do, I suggest you guys head off now. So we'll give you guys like a couple seconds. Appreciate everybody that stopped by. We're about to talk about this episode. This on Twitch, you guys can see the website pulled up. I would recommend those that are on Instagram. If you also, sounds fun. Thank you, Dave. Yeah. All right. So, if you pops in, we're gonna move right along. So that episode, though. So this is the season finale of Marvel's What If. It was awesome. A lot of people were not sure if they were all gonna connect with that, but they did. Which it was alluded to last week. So that's still not even spoilers. There's some people complaining. There's like, oh, you spoiled it by saying that they were teaming up. It was in the very first trailer. It was in the second trailer. It was in the mid-season trailer. And it was alluded to last episode. It was,
It was confirmed by Disney.
It was confirmed by Disney. Marvel. It was, so that's not even spoilers. But that episode, so obviously it picks up with the ending of last episode with the Watcher asking for help and going around and collecting folks and stuff, which was pretty cool. What was your favorite part of the episode? Let's just skip to that. Let's. What was your favorite part of the episode? The Womping.
The Womping.
Yeah, I was most excited because we were talking about it when last episode we saw Black Widow get that shit. I'm looking for the team up. Looking forward to her and Carter teaming up. They both got these shields and stuff.
Shields.
And they was tagging him up. I'm. The thing I want to talk about most is that Gamora and Tony.
Yes. So please, I need answers.
That I need answers. So that kind of debunks New Rockstar's theory that it was doing.
Let's not act like
we did think it. We agreed with it. We were saying that Tony dying is an absolute point.
But we said that it's an absolute point of the multiverse. Maybe that's not the case, or maybe his point hasn't come, or maybe it was a point. Maybe that's not the case. It's an absolute point of the multiverse now.
Yeah.
Maybe it is just an absolute point in a lot of universes.
Yeah.
So we have one Survivor Tony, and this one Survivor Tony is the only one that didn't have a whole episode.
Right.
Or that wasn't in an episode.
That wasn't the important part of the episode, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I just need to know how the whole thing with the Soul Stone. Again, I guess Gamora and the Soul Stone, right? How is she still around and the Soul Stone was acquired, right? Because for them to have destroyed the Infinity Gauntlet and stopped Thanos, it would be assumed that he had just about all. I guess you can get away with him not having the Soul Stone.
I'm going to say, or in that one specifically, they were able to destroy them with the, what did they call the thing?
The Infinity Crusher?
Infinity Crusher.
Yeah.
They were able to destroy with the Infinity Crusher before he got the Soul Stone.
Like,
well, once they're destroyed, there's no point in getting in that together.
I wonder if they just went straight to Earth instead of finding, they had to found Thor. Instead of going to Nowhere or Niverdelir, I think I said that right. They went to Earth and tried to help them out. And they won, but with a lot of casualties. And then they went to Nowhere to destroy the Gauntlet and the stones.
I feel like they destroyed the stones.
Or instead, Gamora went to Titan instead of Nebula.
Well, I was thinking could have been a what if Thor went to Titan.
Well, if Thor went to Titan.
And Gamora, I guess. Thor and Gamora end up on Titan. Tony's still on Earth.
But then why is he in space with them?
With her?
With her. Mm-hmm. She wouldn't have come to Earth and then.
But he also had. It looked like he was wearing the Hulkbuster armor.
Right.
And he had the gauntlet.
Well, they had the gauntlet.
They had the gauntlet.
I don't know. So that one,
and
I hope
still talking about creating Ultron.
Right. So did he show up sooner then?
Right. So it's like has Age of Ultron not happened?
Oh, right.
Because he's like, I want to put a suit of armor around the universe.
And he did have a...
So how do I put a suit of armor around the universe? What do you say?
Galaxy, yeah. Yeah, that one, that time or multiverse, that fracture, that's the one I'm most curious about, honestly. Out of all the ones that they talked about. I thought we were going to see more...
You have to give your little spiel about now, since Tony didn't die, if he was the possible absolute. Give your whole little theory about Tony being what was supposed to prevent Kang from happening.
Exactly. So yeah, I think so. Since we had Tony survive in this universe, and he's talking about still trying to survive around the world and the galaxy and stuff, I do believe that that timeline specifically will lead to Kang that we saw take over the TVA, if you will, with the statues and all of that. Because there's that, the same mindset of being necessarily overprotected, but being heavily involved in the goings on and protection of the universe itself. I think his mindset will resonate with, of course, obviously that version of Nathaniel Richards, or what makes Kang whatever. So I think because of whatever happened in that particular universe, that's the one that came to. No, and I think we'll get Iron Lad out of that universe and that stuff. But of course, it still leaves it open for Tony Stark to come back briefly.
It will only be
briefly.
And then he'll die.
Yeah, and then he'll die. Then he'll die. That part, I was just like, there's no freaking way.
Right.
There's no way. Poor Xandar. Xandar is no good in any.
But it's kind of annoying.
It is kind of annoying. Like, are we ever getting Nova? It'll probably be it.
We'll get a Nova eventually.
It'll be a Disney Plus series. Sure. It'll be after the Guardians. Last episode was Watcher asking for Strange as Hell. Yes. Yes.
Well, last week's.
Well, that's how it ended. Yeah.
Because I said last week's episode. The last episode was today's episode.
But yeah, the season finale was. This episode was probably the combined fighting in this yelling Vegas. Right, with Thor was like, right, Viva Las Vegas. He's like, I can't say I haven't heard that battle cry. Or something along those lines.
I couldn't hear him.
Something along those lines. But yeah, all the fight and stuff, that was pretty cool. I think my jaw dropped when freaking zombie Wanda popped up, and I was hoping for more.
And that was actually my thing too. I was like, so he destroyed her, so like I feel like they should lose.
Right. But Arnim Zola, the true savior of multiverse. And stuff.
I don't know if I ever caught that.
I know he ain't. But the
It's up to him. He would have just
taken over, right? But excuse me, I don't know if I guess her powers weren't really realized, so she wasn't able to stop.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, maybe when did the zombie thing happen?
Correct.
So
or
maybe,
during the same time period, I suppose.
Right. So I was like, maybe it happened and she had
But
all her powers.
Other question.
Even though I feel like zombie should
Is that
more powers. He's going to have because the whole thing was she was out of control.
Snapping
Zombies never.
Exactly.
Wanda's never stronger than she is. She's
right. So I guess my thing is.
That's
the
whole reason they don't say
right. I guess my thing is right because we know even at that point, Scarlet Witch was able to hold off Thanos with one hand. He was only missing one, right? So for her to have got, I guess Ultron, the whole mindset of what happened in the previous episode, how efficient he is, right? It was just like, oh, fascinating, done, right? It's just like, we ain't doing no whole bunch of talking nonsense. I'm just going to do what I need to do, right? But I feel like she should have stood up more of a chance.
Yes. That's why I was like, maybe I'm going too much in the direction of comics because everybody gets too up except for Captain.
Yeah.
But I'm like, an unbridled, enraged Wanda is entirely too strong.
Right. And
the problem is they keep having her shoot out little red instead of actually changing reality except for like in one
exactly. And then on top of that, so we saw Doctor Strange use the Time Stone. Of course, in the same realm as outside of their realm, stuff like that. So we know we know all the Infinity Stones still work outside of them, function the same way outside of their own universe. For some reason. Other question: what the heck? Where is the TVA that they do not function from? But aside from that,
outside of time space,
where was Zombie Thanos with all of the Infinity Stones?
That's actually who I thought was gonna pop up when he said more than just zombies. I thought Thanos was gonna pop up.
Right.
I kind of have forgot about one. Because she was fighting Hulk, which she should have destroyed him. I feel like the TVA could not ruin that guy.
I don't see why not.
Him or Doctor Strange.
I feel like they would just transport him where they are.
So that the stones don't work.
So that the stones don't work. And then from that point, he's just over.
Yeah, but the problem is his Ultron is quite strong because he got the vision body. So he's
that. I don't know. They can slow him down with just one strike from the witching pole.
Catch him.
If the stones don't work, he's just as fast as Vision. How fast is Vision? Okay, well he's got to hit them, and they seem pretty capable.
They seem pretty capable.
Definitely Loki isn't the end all be all bad guy.
Definitely at least on the Black Widow scale, which is good.
I feel like they pretty much showed that they specialize in catching people off guard.
Well, that part.
So they would have been like, hey, what's up, Ultron?
Their timing would be after they transport him there while he's realizing that the stones don't work.
Right. Right. Or at least see him get effed up. Now, I thought we would run into Kang or at least see him get effed up. Really? I thought maybe maybe as an end credit scene I thought Kang was going to show up, but...
The end credit scene actually was satisfying.
Do you think so? I think that was one of the only things about this that I was just like...
I don't expect Kang until the Multiverse of Madness, maybe Spider-Man.
What they did with Black Widow is what I thought he was going to do with Peggy, since she's going to be in season 2, right? Where it's just like when she turned around and looked,
Put her in a different
or let her stay and go and hunt, and not necessarily hunt, go around to all the other multiverses. I even thought he was going to be like, hey, yo, so another threat like this pops up. I got the thunder for season 2, man. They got the season 2 after episode 1. Yeah.
Right, after we saw Cap Carter's like,
they already said Haley Atwell is coming back for season 2 for Cap Carter.
They also said we should see.
Yeah, they were saying something along those lines. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these characters.
I don't think so. That I don't think so. Now
What?
I don't think they. I don't think they're gonna make it. I think the only ones that are gonna make appearances is Strange, Captain Carter, and maybe Killmonger.
Is that not a lot?
Well, I guess that is a lot. You know, it took them forever for Loki to announce season 2. I think they were just waiting for the series to end on that.
I think, yeah. They just wanted to. They wanted to have their big end credits thing.
I wonder what they're going to do with that. With Loki season 2. I mean, I guess he's going to be looking Sylvie. I don't feel like it's going to be a Sylvie's thing. I feel like we're going to, whenever we start dealing with Kang stuff, Sylvie's going to pop up, and she's going to kind of get intertwined with the movies, and then Loki's going to stay in the... Sylvie's going to try to remind you, hey, there's a Loki season 2, but she's not going to be the main part of Loki season 2. For us, maybe for Loki himself, but not for us, if that makes sense. I don't think it's a Sylvie thing. I think it's a mix of all the Kang stuff too. Yeah.
I just know that we have to remember that if Kang is the big bad, we're only going to see him in brief doses.
Yeah.
Because he's got to make it through the entire
phase, all the phases.
All the phases. But of course, we still have Sinister Six coming. Excuse me.
So, do y'all think Kang is going to be the definitive big bad, or is he going to be the Loki big bad, if you would? Right? Like, Loki was like the bad guy of the things until we realized, oh, he's working this. Right? So do we think Kang is going to lead to something more, or is Kang the big bad? I don't know. I think he's the big bad, and they may band together. Not necessarily because there's some variation, but I think he's the big bad, and they may band together. Gotcha.
I thought he was going to try to take the stones.
Yes, the Peggy one was on. I
didn't think he was going to get the stones.
No.
Thought he was going to get them taken before he got them, but then they got taken away anyway. So,
right. What didn't we talk about that too? She had the training prior to.
Peggy has military
training.
So once Peggy gets the serum, all it does is enhance the training she already has. Mm-hmm. Versus Steve had no training. It's always been the case with Steve. He didn't really have training prior to having the serum. Yeah. He's just 90-something years old.
Yeah, I definitely want to see more of Peggy. I would love to see her in live action. Gotta be pretty cool.
Right.
And didn't get sucked into it. Because I mean, that's essentially what happened in First Avenger, right? He got sucked into a portal and went up to what's the name of the planet the Soul Stone's on? Boromir. So they ended up on Boromir, and he pulled something out, which I'm still hoping against hope that it's Shuma-Gorath, but whatever.
Even if that's not Shuma-Gorath, I'm sure he's going to show up eventually because we have
some
all
integrity.
Those.
The Thor, if Thor was the only child one.
Yeah, I said that one was underwhelming, but at the same time, I feel like
the ending is what. Yeah. What was the third one again? Third one was if the Avengers got taken out.
That was episode 3.
That was episode 3. That's what you were saying.
Episode 2 was T'Challa. That was great.
So,
how you feeling, man?
But yeah, they've been doing this for a long time, and they usually, in the comics, used to use it as a way of trying to see what they would do next.
Because Jane Foster was one, right?
Yep, Jane Foster was a what if. They loved it when it was a what if. They hated it when it became a thing.
We'll see.
That's all.
We got Vince White on with us, man. How's it going, dude?
What's up, man? Yeah, you guys are talking about the latest episode, right?
Yes, sir. And then we kind of started talking about people's favorite episode, least favorite episode.
Okay. Well, why is it? What's the hubbub on why they
Can you
cut
turn
out?
I gotta turn it because I can't.
You can't hear me? Oh.
No, I'm turning my volume up. I had it down so there's no echo. Or maybe it just down.
What's the hubbub on why they dropped the Gamora episode?
So, okay, that's a great question. I didn't know it was supposed to be an episode by itself.
What?
Yeah, from what I hear, the Gamora episode, when he picked Gamora, right? She was supposed to have an episode as well. That way you understand who she was, right? But
I didn't know she was going to be a separate episode. But I do have more questions because they didn't make her an episode.
Right. I thought she was supposed to be an episode.
From what I understand, they might save it for season 2.
Maybe. Am I echoing?
Say again?
I'm not echoing.
Oh, no, I don't hear echo.
Okay, cool. No, but yeah, he just pops up with Tony and he's got the Hulkbuster armor. And it's just like, what universe is this?
Yeah. But that goes to show that the intros for those characters, those individual episodes, weren't as necessary to the overall storyline because you just brought in Gamora without any introduction.
That's so true.
He just pops in and he's like, Gamora, you're chosen.
Right. It's just like, not you, Stark. Not you, Stark.
Not you, Stark. No, I'm picking you. No Kane, no Abel, no Kane, no Kane. I'm not taking your offering today. I'm only.
Those of you watching on Twitch, we have Vince White on with us on Instagram. If I want to go over there and watch both and stuff like that, obviously you guys can't quite hear what's going on with that, but just let me know.
But that's like that was rejection right there. Tony Stark went up to the Watcher and said, "Hey, would you like to dance?" He said, "Nope." Nope. But,
so we started. What was your favorite episode out of?
I think the Black Panther was kind of cool. I like the Black Panther episode. Wait. The Killmonger Black Panther episode.
Okay.
Because man, they laid out his mind. That guy, they showed you how well planned he can be, right? And and the monotonous nature of his malfeasance was just put on display. That was a great episode, but that one into Captain Carter, to kick it off. I thought.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I got to add to the list too. Look, top 3, Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Doctor Strange. They make Doctor Strange they gave him a better origin, in my opinion. As you know, I agree. That was awesome. But yeah, man, Were you surprised when you saw it, or is this look? Are we giving away too many spoilers?
We told everybody coming in. We are doing spoiler talk.
Okay. Yeah. Out of all the episodes, I would say, Peggy Carter, Captain Carter, great. It was a great start off. The Killmonger Black Panther, oh my God, and the Doctor Strange episode, on point. Yeah. That's my top 3.
Because of the potential that it sets up. Yeah. Right? Because, of course, Doctor Strange, it just, it's our first mention of the Vishanti. We see him absorbing the all these other beasts and stuff like that, so we know there's all these other entities out there that can be explored in the magical realm. And then, obviously, going to Ultron, how dangerous the Infinity Stones are. The multiverses, people are aware of the multiverse. And I think, when I talked with Tasha about it, I think me and you talked briefly about it, where I felt like it was going to be, or what we're leading up to, similar to Crisis on Infinite Earths with DC, where it was, hey, the multiverse has now been made aware to the characters with it.
Yeah, the multiverse is definitely growing. You know, when I was watching that episode, I'm sorry to keep jumping back on episode 9, but
You're thinking.
I mean, because look, all the episodes are connected, right? Even though they did.
Since your thing's excellent.
And how you doing? It's the first time me saying hi to you. Hi. What's Mrs. name?
Tasha.
Hey, Tasha.
Hey, yeah, I'm back. I have to deal with children.
So what did you think about? You know, I hopped on late, but what were your favorite episodes, Tasha?
My favorite episode is episode 8, and then episode 2.
2, Black Panther, and
Yep.
8 was the one before this one, which was the
8 was What If Ultron was.
Ultron. Yeah. Look, I don't know if we're allowed to talk Super Team at all. But
That's up to you.
That's up to you. I've been hushing out because I want to step
That's
on your
your
toe.
thing. That's on whether you want to talk about it.
But look, I kept saying, man, this is so much like Super Team, and even how Decibel resembles Ultron.
There you go.
Yeah, even how Decibel resembles Ultron. I was like, and how Ultron ends up being the ultimate villain. For you guys that don't know, that's a project we're working on, soon to come out. But
I don't know.
Yeah, I'd have to give it to Killmonger as my top. You know, this is like rating a top rap artist. But
Lord.
you know, it proved that even Killmonger could take out Ultron, or take out or benefit, land on top of that situation, and he used everyone else, even in that episode, to gain the power.
Right.
So, but the one thing that I was wondering, because you were talking about the multiverse, the thing that I kept wondering during the fight initially was, I was like, how is Doctor Strange going up against the Infinity Stones?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I kind of understood it that, hey, magic almost supersedes the Infinity Stones because they're being pulled from this carnal dimension, right? That's equivalent or almost equal to the powers of creation, right?
Exactly.
I was like, wow, dang, okay.
Not to mention this Doctor Strange is that was almost on Ultron's level of being able to sense the multiverse and the Watcher himself.
That's true.
That's why he was threatened by him.
I'm going to steal a line from DC. During the Doomsday Clock thing, they had all the magicians try to go against Dr. Manhattan. And Dr. Manhattan just tanked all of the attacks, and he was just like, magic's just the leftover energy from the Big Bang.
Wow.
Right? It's all that same leftover just essence and energy. So I imagine, again, of course, that's from DC, but I imagine almost the same thing since we know the Infinity Stones formed when the universe was created. All magic and stuff like that is still contained in that, so it's all the same energy. But Doctor Strange has harnessed so much from all those ridiculously strong beasts and whatnot that he's able to tap into that.
Well, even using that same concept, okay, that doesn't make sense for me in the DC universe, because if you're talking about the energy left over from the Big Bang, then this is why I think what they did with What If played well, because you're talking about creational energy.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that what the Infinity Stones are themselves, right? Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, look, you can break out all the numbers you want, but when you say Big Bang, that's magic unto itself.
Right.
Right? So at first I was taken back at how Doctor Strange could hold his ground, but then I started realizing, oh, wait a second. He has tapped into the most powerful magical beings from that realm, and his power is almost equivalent to the freaking Infinity Stones. What do you call them? Sorcerer Supreme. This was Sorcerer Supreme on Drake level.
Fullest.
On Drake level.
Right.
Doctor Strange just dropped a Lover Boy tape. He was like,
Being. You think we're gonna see him in Multiverse of Madness? What's going on, Onaji?
I'm thinking, how about you guys? Did you feel comfortable when he left, the Watcher left him in charge of that little pocket dimension?
Nah, not quite.
At all. He's like, a little smirk on his face. Just
what are friends for?
Yeah,
I didn't like that.
I was like, this fool is still thinking about his ex.
Mm-hmm. And what did Killmonger say? Hey, me and you both know this is the only chance.
Right.
He's like, I couldn't convince T'Challa or Thor. They ain't have nothing.
Besides, they didn't need it.
You lost something.
But see, right. I blame this all on the who's the lady that trained Doctor Strange? The
ancient one.
The ancient one.
The ancient one. I blame this all on the ancient one.
Yeah,
I agree.
Because when she saw that Doctor Strange was willing to sacrifice the universe for his ex, she should have just went over there and like, oh, he's crushing hard, and broke him off some. That's all she had to do.
Oh no!
I don't think he was interested.
You froze, bro.
Uh-oh.
Technology.
So we're here now. About that is, before the Marvel, there was no really Big Bang.
Well, I mean, they talked about it in Infinity War when the universe was created. These are they were made.
Well, I'm going comics again. That's my bad. That's what I always go back comics because we don't have enough explanation in the MCU for it. There's a little bit of an echo. I don't know if it's, I guess with him gone, I should turn it down.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But they were created by a being, the being that created the universe / the multiverse. And he split the, but because I think they were made up of energy or something like that. I don't remember because it's not one of the things that gets talked about a lot. They could still be, magic could still be the leftover energy from that.
Yeah.
Now, again, I don't remember if the MCU brought up the Big Bang or not. But
I think how long worded it, he said at the dawn of the universe.
Right.
But he didn't necessarily say Big Bang. But he was just like at the dawn of the universe, the 6 elemental whatever the Infinity Stones were made,
right?
Holding or
which is true. Which is still like we could still even go with the comic book version of it, and it will still be fine. But it's not like the dude that created them is ever going to show up.
Right. Well, I guess they were trying to say is that nobody in particular created them. It was just because everything came into existence.
But they used to think that in the comics too.
I don't think they're going to give us a one above all type character.
Oh, I don't think we're getting the one above all at all, but we're trying to remember.
No, but yeah, we have.
So no, he didn't create the one above all
in the Doctor Strange movie.
But the question is, are we going to get him?
I imagine, depending on how long they keep these movies going for.
It's like one day in the future, on like phase 20.
Whenever we visit Mordo and Dormammu and all that.
Well, Mordo's coming back in Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, he is. That's right. Yeah.
We still haven't even gotten what's his face, Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
So I doubt we're getting beings on the Living Tribunals level.
I feel like
soon. I mean, he'll show up in this. I'm most certain he's showing up in this phase. But because he's just now going to show up in this phase after being teased like 2 phases ago.
Right.
Hey, we're not getting anyone on the Living Tribunals level anytime soon. I don't think.
You don't think so?
Unless they do like they do with everybody else and massively depower them.
At the end of Eternals.
I'm going to say, but especially since we're already getting Eternals and we've seen Celestials, you think they're going to give us more all-powerful beings?
Yeah, they were supposed to be setting up more of the cosmic stuff this time.
Yeah, but who's going to be in this cosmos?
I feel like Adam Warlock. I feel like, okay, so at the end of Eternals, we might get Galactus.
Please?
At the end of Guardians, or during Guardians, we'll get Adam Warlock. He'll be an end credit scene in Thor.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know. I think that'll be it for now. But I feel like they're going to take the time to just start introducing the concepts of these people.
So I did misspeak. The person that I was referring to was
Yeah. I was like, wait a second. He's
multiple names, so I confused myself, which I do a lot these days.
But the living type people don't really do nothing either, does it? Like,
no, none of them really do anything.
That's so silly.
They just are all powerful. It's like the presence.
Yeah.
Since you're a DC head, it's like the presence.
Mm.
How often he really do anything?
Yeah.
These all powerful beings usually just be up doing what they do nothing.
Right.
They're essentially like the Elder Gods in Mortal Kombat. They just sit back and don't do anything. Except the Elder Gods are definitely way more useless because God screwed the Elder Gods.
Right. Uh-oh, we've been joined by a little baby.
Watching the show? I thought you were watching work.
Yeah, I do agree with what you're saying about
Go ahead.
how they introduced the whole Gamora one where it's just like, hey.
Yeah, I was like, I felt like there was supposed to be an episode.
Yeah.
I feel like they cut it for
I don't
to
know
have
why.
an even amount of episodes.
Yeah. But they could have given us that episode. Because that, I mean, or maybe, I guess just maybe, we'll wait a second.
Probably will get that episode.
Wait a second.
No, I feel like, no, you can't be saying what I think you're going to say. Go ahead.
What did you think I was going to say?
No, go ahead.
Alright, so there is a universe
Mm-hmm.
where there ain't no Thanos. Nope, that still doesn't work.
Okay, that's thankfully not what I thought you were going to say.
I was about to say, wait, they pulled Thanos
Then killed him.
and killed
That
him,
Gamora's in the main MCU universe.
but they
running
couldn't
around
find
somewhere.
her signature at all. So maybe she ended up back. Her spot chilling, but why would they have the Infinity Gauntlet?
Mm-hmm. Who took it with them?
Dang. Because I was about to say, it's like, okay, that's the universe where Tony's still around. The Avengers are separated, right? Because they never got back together. There was no threat to bring them back together because there's not going to be a Thanos. But Gamora wasn't there, and then they had the Infinity Gauntlet. There
Gamora
was no
wasn't
stones in that
there to
gauntlet.
take me to the fair.
Wait, so with the...
Gamora
Yeah,
wasn't
they were-
there.
Yeah. Alright,
To
never mind.
my
Never mind.
Austin Powers singing voice. His song "Daddy Wasn't There" in the last movie.
Yeah, I don't know. Because that's still a what if, I guess, that needs to be explored, or a universe that needs to be explored.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey.
Yeah, that's still a universe that needs to be explored. Like, they killed Thanos in the 2013, 2014? Whatever universe that...
2014.
Yeah. They're all still separated. They killed Thanos in that universe, so... Civil War still happens, but is there something that brings the Avengers back together?
Or did
Tony's
Civil
still
War
alive,
still
Natasha's
happen?
still alive, everybody's still alive. That I guess that's a what if for another day.
Did you
Welcome
see?
back, dude.
Hey man, sorry, my iPad's low, so I'm hoping I'm turning down the.
Uh-oh, you muted. Oh, there you go.
Did you see what they did to Black Widow at the end?
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie, I thought they were gonna drop her back in the main MCU.
Well,
That's because you've been hoping for that ever since she showed up.
I was wondering, was that the main MCU? And the only reason why I guess it.
No.
And you're saying
That was the one where they killed all the Avengers. That was from episode
Yeah, that was from episode 3.
3.
That was the one where everybody got killed by, spoilers again, everybody that's watching. But that's from episode 3 when Hank was killing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
And Loki tried to take over.
Yep.
And it was only Captain America and Captain Marvel left.
Yep.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah, that's that universe.
Okay. I was
I think
thinking they were
she'll
trying to
make it
sneak her back into the main, like Tasha said, or like she said, you wish. Oh, okay.
I don't want them to.
But see that, I mean, it's something so, and
Yelena
again,
needs to
pulling
take
something
over.
from DC, but that's what they did in Injustice.
Stop it.
Injustice 1 or 2, where Green Arrow dies in Injustice year 1 through 5.
Mm-hmm.
And Black Canary seemingly dies, but Dr. Fate pulls her out,
Mm-hmm.
pulls Green Arrow from another universe who lost Black Canary, and
Yep.
put them together so they could raise a kid together. And that's why Ali's back alive. That's why Black Canary's alive in Injustice 2, because they just pulled them from separate universe. So I thought they was just doing that again.
Man, Justice started pulling a lot of people from universes and stuff, because that's how Joker came back.
Yeah.
That was a terrible Joker too.
But yeah, I just thought it was a we see stuff in comics plenty, and we see them copying each other. The Convergence event, the Battle World event.
This is true.
We see the same things, so I
They
assume
just take turns
Unity.
ideas. That's essentially what they do.
Yeah,
He
Unity.
said Elder Gods just sitting, not even watching the realms fall into chaos.
But that's what they do, though. Be like, hey, we should pray to the Elder Gods. For what?
Well, that's
For what? Raiden, you're a former Elder God. Do something.
That's
But
what
you stuck to.
That's what the mortals used to say. They said the gods don't care about us.
That's fair.
Well, let me ask you this. When it rains in the front yard, do you go out and try to save the anthills?
Good point. Not at all.
They don't give a
It's not my place to interfere.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I wouldn't even talk about Watu, but I mean.
Yeah, it's crazy because when she was even begging to watch her, although he did, he put her somewhere, safe. But it's crazy to think that that's how the gods operate. But you can kind of understand it.
Yeah.
He said Raiden didn't want any problems. He'd rather create them in the Earth realm. Man, if that ain't the truth, man, look.
Right.
I used to
But
love.
you're right though.
I used to love Raiden back in like MK1 and 2, and then.
She's responding to somebody on Twitch. He said Raiden didn't want any problems. He'd rather create them in Earth realm.
We was talking about the Elder Gods of MK
Kombat.
a little while ago.
Okay.
How they don't do nothing.
Wow.
They are useless.
But you're right. A lot of the times, the Elder Gods of all these universes just sit back and just be like, "Dang, that's wild." Didn't let that happen to us though.
Like literally exactly what they did until they got attacked.
Until they get attacked. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Know the Mortal Kombat backstory that well.
I've been a huge
So,
Mortal Kombat fan since I was a
To
kid.
be brief with how the gods work in that, there was this thing, I forget the name of it, but it was eating the Elder Gods, right? And so what they did is, when they defeated him and separated him into these little, basically into the realms. All the realms make up this one being.
Wow.
And so when everybody is trying to merge the realms, they're being influenced by this thing that's trying to come back to life and devour everything, if you would.
Gotcha.
So they don't realize they're being influenced. Man, what is his name?
I don't remember right now. As I'm older, I'm bad
The
at names.
one something. Hold on.
I got you.
All right, Tasha's looking it up. But yeah, so there was so there's the Elder Gods, there's the Titans, and then there's the One Being, maybe? Is that what
It might be the one being. I think that is
Yes.
actually what he was
So the
called.
One Being was like this
That's not
horrible force of nature that was eating the Elder Gods, and it was like, nah, we can't have that.
Wow.
They separated his essence into essentially what is all the realms. And so when people are fighting the Mortal Kombat tournament
the
to
One Being.
merge the realms, they don't realize they're being influenced by the One Being. It's emerging so that he can come back to life and end everything.
Okay, so and then so how does Sub-Zero and these guys aren't there like not
Individual realms. And so they create, so the only person that wants to merge them, in regards to what we see the main version of Mortal Kombat is Shao Kahn. Onaga was trying to do it prior to him, but Shao Kahn is now doing it. And so
Poison
Earth Realm
Pen
is just
is
like,
taken.
oh snap, we can't lose another Mortal Kombat or our world is going to be taken over. But they don't realize the greater ramifications of what Shao Kahn is doing. They're just fighting for their to keep life
But
as
keep
is.
their world, because if Shao Kahn, if they defeat them, 3 times in Mortal Kombat?
10 times.
10
But
times
they
in
had
Mortal
lost
Kombat,
9 up until that
they
point, by the
take
time
over.
The game started.
so is that the purpose of the Mortal Kombat?
Chili said, hey, what's going on?
What's going on, Chili?
Wow, so is that the purpose of the Mortal Kombat to decide that?
Yep,
Yeah.
That's literally the purpose of the
And so the Elder Gods are hoping that the constant conflict of people fighting just to protect their world will keep them from... Basically, it's going to keep people from merging the realms. Just like, oh no, they're evil, I got to fight against them to make sure my world doesn't get taken over. So on and so
It's
forth.
their Hunger
Shao
Games.
Kahn's the only one with this militant mindset of take everything over.
So Mortal Kombat is the Hunger Games. It's basically
Essentially.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Oh my gosh, we've compared Mortal Kombat to the Hunger Games.
yeah. That's what.
I have to die knowing that comparison exists. Yay.
But it's a lot. Like the Mortal Kombat lore is very.
Chili said, "Oh,
It's crazy, but that's the essence of it.
that is essentially the short version.
That's a very short version.
It's a good short version. Let's leave it there."
Uh-oh. Dang, he died again.
Mm.
But
yeah, so back to Marvel.
But back to Marvel stuff.
Let's talk about this. Finish off on this end credit scene, I guess.
Yes.
Because I want to talk about that. There's two options. The one I thought was going to happen, that I think should happen, that I feel like is not likely only because of Widow's reaction to it, is that Steve is now the Winter Soldier.
I don't think that's the case.
I said what I thought was going to happen before her reaction. What I think should have happened, but what I doubt's happening because of her reaction to it, is that he was going to be Winter Soldier. He should have been Winter Soldier. That would have been a cool twist on things. He's not. He can't be the new Iron Man because he's like the Hydra Stomper. I don't know who's gonna finagle it because Tony's dead.
Is he dead? In that universe?
Actually, I don't know.
No. Because this is now.
Where they at?
You said where are they at?
Where they at?
They're on that ship from or that place from.
No. Where's Tony? Hawkeye.
Where were they during the Winter Soldier movie?
I don't.
Chilling, dealing with their own.
That's why I was asking.
Dealing with their own stuff. So Vince had to his iPad kept dying. So, but definitely please check him out on Facebook. Check him out on Instagram.
Bring back
Tunes, and or the Powerverse on Facebook as well. He said bring back Sector. But yeah, so that end credit scene, I guess whatever everybody was doing during the Winter Soldier movie, that's
where they were. Yeah, that makes sense.
But I'm trying to figure out how he's still alive. Is he still alive because they're not using the Power Stone, not the Power Stone, was it the Space Stone, the power of the suit anymore?
To be honest, I don't think Tony was born in that reality. I mean, his dad didn't die.
Right, but he wouldn't have been dead. I mean, I feel like he would have died at the same point in time.
No, Javon said, to be honest, I don't think Tony was born in the reality, the Captain Carter reality.
Why not?
I actually think he would have been, because most everything else went pretty much the same, except for her. His dad was still alive.
And active. The fact that S.H.I.E.L.D. has the Tesseract, I guess, validates for me that everything else still played out the same. Because he was a part of the experiments. He worked with Zola. He worked with Homegirl from the squirrel chick from Captain Marvel that was disguised.
The only difference now is they got their Captain America a little later than they would have in.
What you mean?
Because when that was after. The where it popped out looked like when Clint and him was doing the experiment. I mean, it could have been before that, and they just happened to be in that same spot.
No, so you're talking about when they got instead of when they got
where she popped out of the portal at looked like the other movie. Hi.
No, so she popped out.
How guess you doing?
She technically would have popped out at a little earlier than Avengers 1 instead of them finding him on ice before Avengers 1. So it's about the same point in time. It was after Thor, for sure. But then they've both been in that facility and stuff.
Right.
So, but I am very curious as to what they're going to do with Steve. Like, is he alive because of the Infinity Stone? Has he been trapped in time technically, or is he
What is he sitting inside of?
Stuck inside of the suit?
Nah. Again, just like the reason why I don't think he's the Winter Soldier. She was way too excited about him being in there. If he was old and decrepit and maybe possibly dead, I don't think she'd have been like, guess who's in there? She'd have been like,
Well, she couldn't have seen him. He would have had to open the mask up. Or the helmet
in that
up.
case, if she doesn't know for a fact that he's in there.
She just saw the suit and was like, oh, snap.
Right, she could have just seen the suit. But then we don't know if he's actually in there in that case. They could have just kept the suit.
Right.
She's acting like she knew he in there. Like she saw him.
Widow said there's somebody inside waiting for you, so she didn't see what he looked like though. Because again,
then did she talk to him?
They maybe just had reason to believe that he was still there.
So again, she doesn't know. She has reason to believe. So it could be anything.
Yeah.
Including the Winter Soldier.
They didn't capture him. The war was over when she disappeared. They never captured him.
You don't know that. That they didn't capture him. I mean, the war was ending.
Man, they had everybody there. There was no way we can capture it. Everybody in that castle was done. Red Skull, gone. Arnim Zola, in captivity. The Tesseract, taken into American, British, Allied custody. That was it.
They had a lot of stuff. They
After
had
they
a lot
had
of
nothing else,
people.
everybody was gone.
There's a whole inner working. That's how they infiltrated Hydra. I mean,
But they didn't. How they infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Shield.
Huh,
You never know.
that's true. I don't think they Winter Soldier though.
However, I felt like she was too excited. I felt like she saw something, and therefore we know that he's not Winter Soldier.
We've chatted long now. Another hour and 7 minutes this time. I think that's gonna be the norm. About an hour of individual conversations and stuff. With the show over,
Tune in for still continuing What If Wednesdays.
we're still gonna do What If Wednesdays. A bunch of different content, but well, you know, we think you'll enjoy it. So, anyway, I'm not gonna ramble too much. Don't forget to follow us if you're you're following us on Instagram. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Midnight Comics, and all of our other social media, Facebook, Twitter, all Midnight Comics.
Or Midnight X Comics.
Midnight X Comics with that song.
That's TikTok. It's Midnight X Comics.
And TikTok, Midnight X Comics. That's right, we have TikTok today. But also, most importantly, don't forget to visit us on our website, midnightcomics.org, where we'll be posting a lot of this stuff on here as well, the VODs and stuff in case you miss it. Once you guys catch up on What If, you guys can check out the conversation and other stuff. I'll have that plugged in on there as well. I'll also have the streams where we do anything Midnight Comics related on there as well, the VODs for you guys to check out. So definitely, again, midnightcomics.org, and also sign up for the mailing lists. Tales from Midnight is still on pre-order. It will continue to be so until the end of the month. So definitely get your limited edition variant covers from Psycho and Opie. Alright, let's pull those out really quick for you. Here is Psycho's BM. And then here is Opie's. Boom. Those, there's only ever going to be 50 of them, so get yours while they last. Here's the standard cover there. It's a wraparound cover that has all the heroes and stuff on there. So definitely get y'all's copies. We'll have those things sent out to you as when it drops. So thank you guys. Also, I guess, since we're talking about the books and I have them in front of me, don't forget, if you guys haven't picked it up already, let me not knock everything over. We also have a manga called The Unbeloved out. Chapter 0 is here, and Chapter 1 is here. Chapter 2, Part 1 is about to be done and ready to go for you guys. So definitely check all those out on the website. Have previews for all these books on there as well, so check those out and consider purchasing. Anyway, I'm Boy with Midnight Comics, and
Tashi J.
there's Tashi J, my lovely wife there. And we will catch you guys next time. Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll see y'all next
We're
time.
not playing with the wax, baby.